What's up, guys? So I'm pretty sure we've all had substitute teachers before, right? But I'm almost positive I've had one of the dumbest subs of all time. So I get to school one day, notice we have a sub, and I was pretty happy. You know, I feel like it's easier to get away with shit when you have a substitute, so I was all excited. And then the sub is this Indian guy, and I can't do an Indian accent, so I'm not even going to attempt. But he's like reading this note that the teacher had left him, and he's like, all right, so it looks like you guys are working on a project, and she wants me to take you upstairs to the computer lab to continue working. So everybody gathers their stuff, everybody gets their backpacks and stuff, and we're headed upstairs to the computer lab. We get there, and I sit next to my friend Colin. My friend Colin's looking a little pale. I'm like, bro, are you alright? He's like, yeah, man, I'm fine. And so I was like, okay. I didn't really think too much of it after that. And so we're sitting there, and then Colin has to print something. And so he goes up to the printer, doesn't even make it to the printer. He passes out of nowhere, smacks his head on the ground. I was just sitting there looking at my computer out of the corner of my eye. I just see this dude go, and so everybody freaks out. Everybody's like, people are poking their heads above their monitors trying to see what happened. And then in the most casual way possible, the substitute gets up, walks over to Colin's unconscious body with his hands in his pockets. And he's just like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna need two guys to come pick this kid up. And I'm just like, whoa, why can't we called the nurse's office? And he's like, I don't have the nurse's extension number. All right, I won't get to them quick enough. You guys just got to take him down there. And I'm just like, this is not happening. I'd never seen anybody pass out before. You know, I'm freaking out in the heat of this moment. And so I just run to the front of the classroom and grab Colin's legs. And then this other kid, I can't even remember his name, runs up, grabs Colin's arms. And so now we're carrying him down to the nurse's office. We get like 5 steps out the door, and I'm like, oh shit, we're on the 2nd floor. We got to take the elevator. But the elevator was off limits to students unless you were handicapped or you were a member of the staff. And so I was just like, fuck it, man. We're taking the elevator. This is an emergency. So we're headed towards the elevator, and then we run into my friend Austin. Austin's like, whoa, what happened? And I'm just like, dude, Colin passed out. Austin is laughing his ass off. I'm like, no, bro, this is serious. Like, he's not even moving. And so Austin's like, well, I'll help you guys. And so we're carrying this unconscious body through the hallways now, and it just looks so bad. I'm just praying that we don't run into anybody. And so we get to the elevator door opens, and we realize Colin's body is not going to fit in this elevator horizontally, and so we had to stand him up. I feel like I'm handling a drunk person. Austin is like holding his legs together. I've got my arms around his waist, just trying to get him to stand up because he can't. He's completely blacked out right now. So the door to the elevator opens, and we pick him back up horizontally. And so we walk out of the elevator. To the right is a police officer talking to the assistant principal, Mr. Hoover. We didn't even see them. We walked out of the elevator and took an immediate left, and so all of a sudden we just hear, hey, what is going on? And then we turn around. For some reason, you guys, Austin and the other guy that's helping me carry Colin, they just freak out and panic, and they put their hands up as if they're being arrested and drop Colin on the ground. I couldn't support him by myself, so I dropped my end of Colin, and he falls on the floor, smacking his head on the ground yet again for the 2nd time in like 10 minutes. We're just all standing there with our hands up, and the police officer and the assistant principal are like, what happened? I was like, all right, well, this kid, he passed out, and the substitute didn't have the extension number to the nurse, so he made us carry him down here. So the assistant principal gets on his radio, and he calls a wheelchair over to the elevator from the nurse's office. Nurse comes, picks up Colin, takes him to the nurse's office. We go back to class. After class, I go down and I see Colin. I walk into the nurse's office. Colin is sitting up in a chair, awake, eating crackers. And I was just like, dude, oh my God. He's like, man, what happened? And I was just like, all right, so you went to the printer, right? You stood up so fast, and then you just passed out. And so the substitute made us carry you, and we were doing fine up until we got out of the elevator. We accidentally dropped you on the floor again. My bad, by the way. He was like, oh, well, the nurse told me that I had extremely low blood sugar, and I stood up really fast, and that is why I passed out. And so I was like, well, kind of makes sense. So yeah, he ended up being okay, went through the rest of his classes throughout the day. Not really sure what happened to the substitute, but I never saw him again. And yeah, that was just the dumbest sub I've ever had, ever. He didn't even care. So yeah, anyway, I'm out here till next time, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Peace.
It's romantic, but a starter, I had this loud back, cause laryngitis. These beats got me in decided I'll bite the bullet, I'll kiss the rifle. I got the spins, but I got the fight. But think I'm losing my mind, but it could be worse. I'm sure that I'm fine, losing track of the time. I track can be wild, it all happens so fast. Can't remember the night, I remember this dime. I think I'm vibing, she like it, I might just give in it desire. Cause shorty on fire, I'm kissing her pink, I ignited. She sing like the choir, I hit like McGuire.